Hi, YouTubers. This is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics. I decided to go live today. This is the last minute thing. So as you guys join in, I thank you for following and I thank you for supporting My World of Metaphysics. Today, we're going to speak about the best way to pray. Yes, we're going to speak about a prayer that's going to give you shocking results. At the same time, I'm going to speak to you about affirmative prayer. Yes, this is basically live, everybody. I'm doing this right now. I see people signing on, and I want to say thank you. Now, the reason I decided to do this video and do it live is because I get a lot of people. Good morning, everyone. I get a lot of people writing me, and they are concerned about things in their life, wondering what's going on. And they're saying, Yvette, I don't know what to do. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And things just aren't working right. I pray, I read scriptures in the Bible. And I just want to tell you guys that basically, a lot of times we get into the process of saying prayers a certain way. And things that we have been taught have been brought down from generation to generation, from century to century. And good morning. And I just want to let you guys know, as time goes on, things change. Things are not the same. You know, if you go back 200 years from now, 300 years ago, they were burning people. They were doing all type of stuff. You have to kind of move on and move on with the age, okay? Now, prayer is powerful, and prayer is one of those sensitive topics that, you got to be careful what you say because of the way history is. But the whole thing is that I want to introduce you guys to affirmative prayer. I did videos on this, and then you guys can actually go back and see these videos. You go to my playlist, and you go to the prayer list, and you'll see these videos. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you too. Thank you. And the thing is that I wanted to talk to you about affirmative prayer. Now, affirmative prayer is basically no more of that begging and pleading that, oh, God, help me, God, help me. I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy of this. All of that stuff, you think about it. If you guys are watching this channel and you guys are following me, just listen to those words of begging, of saying, oh, I'm not worthy. What kind of affirmation are you putting out there like that? You go to a lot of churches and you sit there and they say, you're not worthy of anything. You was born in sin. That is a type of way you walking into your world saying, I'm not deserving of anything. Okay? As deliberate creators, as people that's out there trying to make their lives the best that we can make them and to live the life that we deserve, we got to get away from that. Okay? And it's not a secret. Good morning. It's not a secret, people, about how we were raised to pray and how we felt like we weren't deserving of anything. Now, moving forward, affirmative prayer is more of a knowing that it is your divine right to have certain things and to actually state it into existence. So let's just say you are short of money. Instead of saying, God, forgive me. Oh my God, I'm not deserving of everything. But if you help me, God, if you help me, then I will do such and such and such and such. All of that is over. I need to tell you guys once and for all, good morning. Once and for all, I want to tell you guys that you guys are deserving of anything it is that you desire in your life. If you want to be that millionaire, you get out there, you plant that seed in your head and you keep moving forward. Okay? If long as you are focused and you keep moving forward, there is absolutely no way you can't create the life that you desire. I tell people to shoot for the universe. If you make it to the stars, at least you're not down on the ground. Okay? The higher you reach, you'll reach that area of your life. And in fact, you get close to it. So there's nothing to lose by reaching for the galaxy, reaching for the stars. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, good morning. I love your videos. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Good, beautiful morning. Good morning. Now, with affirmative prayer, there's steps that you must take. And I hope you guys have a pen, or you guys can go back to this video later and get the information. But there's 5 main steps to affirmative prayer. And that is basically a recognition of being, of knowing that there is a supreme being, knowing that there is a higher power. Okay. I'm sure at this point, a lot of you guys do believe that there is a higher power. You may not believe in the traditional aspects of what you've been taught, but most everyone believe that there's a higher power. Okay. So that is recognizing that there is. The next step is recognizing that you are one with this higher power. Okay. Meaning God is everywhere. God is in everything. So if God is everywhere and God is in everything, God is in me. God and I are one. The next step will be the declaration, is what it is you're trying to manifest in your life. Okay. And I'm going to go through this really quick with you guys so that you guys get an example of what I'm talking about. And again, I'm doing this live. I'm doing this off my head. So any mistakes in my grammar or anything, excuse me, but this is live. Okay. So the following step after the declaration would be the thank you. It's giving appreciation for God and what he has done in your life already and what he's done right now with this affirmative prayer. The next thing would be a release. Okay. Release out to the universe. This is very important, you guys. Whenever you're praying, a lot of times when people pray, they hold on to so many things. They hold on and they're looking over their shoulder, hoping that whatever it is they're praying for is there. When you release something out to the universe, when you release something, you are letting that burden go. And that is very important, everyone. I get so many people writing me saying, well, Yvette, I did this and I did this. Listen, you're working from a point of desperation. You're working from a point of, I'm looking. Let it go. And that is a big part of this prayer. Good morning. Thank you so much for this video. Thank you, Yvette. Okay. Motivation, appreciation. Thank you. I thank you guys for following me. So now I'm not writing at the same time because I'm speaking and it's kind of hard to write and at the same time speak. So now let's go back. Now let's say that we have a problem with money and you need money right away. So now the first thing I want you to say is, you're going to state this prayer. Okay. I hope you guys have a pen and you're listening. This prayer is for the creation of financial blessings. Okay. You can word it any way you want to word it, but I do want to make this straight with you guys. Stay away from the problem. We don't want to really focus during our prayer on the problem, because that is what you're focusing on and that is what you're giving to your subconscious. Okay. That's the same thing as affirmations. You don't focus on the problem. You focus on basically what it is that you desire that manifests in your life. So we're talking about financial success or financial prosperity. Okay. So now by doing that, we're setting the stage for what it is we are praying for. The next step again is the recognition. So it is, you can actually say, this prayer is for financial success, financial abundance. And then you can start off with the first step as recognition by saying, I know that there's a higher power. I know the power is all knowing, all protective, all present, the omnipotent power, whatever it is you want to say. But I need you to actually state that there is a higher power. And you acknowledge that there's a higher power, and you acknowledge that this person, this spirit, this being, this energy is all knowing, all protective, always present, and is the only creator in your life and everything that there is. So now you're going to say that any way that you can. Thanks for the video, the priceless information. Thank you. Thank you. So you're acknowledging that there is a higher being. Okay. Now, once you acknowledge that you have this powerful being that is all protective, all knowing, all creative, you're then for part 2 is going to basically state how you and this power are mingled together, how you are one. So if you watch this channel, I always tell you there's stuff on the outside, but really the God that you seek is the God that dwells inside of you. So you can say, because this power is all powerful, all protective, everywhere there is, and nothing exists outside of this power, I know I am part of this power and this power is part of me. I am a miniature portion of this power, okay? And because of this, this power and I are one, okay? God and I are one. So I acknowledge that there's a higher power, all present, all knowing, all creative, and it's the only source of everything that there is. Because I know this power is all powerful, all present, and is in everything, I know this power is inside of me and I am inside of this power, and me and this power is one. So that is your first and your second stage. Yes, hello, everybody. Now, the third part is going to be your declaration. Now, we're talking about finances, okay? So after you acknowledge that there's a higher power and that then you acknowledge that you are one with this power, the next thing is you're going to speak about what it is you're manifesting into your reality. Again, it's focused on the positive, okay? So you're going to say, thank you, God. At this moment right here, I know because I am one with this power. Everything that I desire in my life is already mine. It already mine. All my finances is just the way I want it to be. I have enough to give, save, spend. I have enough to do all the things that I want to do. I see myself right now driving and living in the perfect house, driving the perfect car. I see myself right now buying and supporting my family and taking care, and everyone is happy. My finances is growing and growing and growing and growing, and it's never ending growing. My bank account is growing. I see myself doing all the things that I need to do, and I am happy. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest in your life, that is the time you're going to speak it into existence. Again, first step is acknowledging that there is a higher power. The second step is stating that you and this power is one. So once you state you and this power is one, that means you can do the things that the higher power can do. Okay? This is a very powerful lesson. And Jesus taught this all the time. That what I do, you can do also, okay? And do greater things. He always made that specific, okay? So the Bible is a very good teaching tool, okay? A lot of people are misunderstanding what the Bible is saying, but the Bible is basically telling you exactly what it is, and it's telling you exactly what I'm telling you. If you believe, you can do it, okay? So now once you state your declaration, what I need you to do next is to be thankful for everything that you already have. Have appreciation, gratitude for whatever it is that you already have, and be grateful for what God has already done. Now, remember, we speak as if everything is already done. We speak as if what it is that we're trying to manifest in our lives is already here. So you're saying, thank you, God, for blessing me. Thank you, God, for blessing me with my financial abundance. Thank you, God, for blessing me in a way that I am just super happy. I'm able to do everything that I want to do. And I thank you, and I thank you, and I thank you. I thank you, God, for being inside of me. I thank you, God, for me being part of you. I thank you, God, and I appreciate everything that you have done for me. And I know it comes from you. Whatever it is you want to say. Again, I'm doing this live and I'm doing this from my head. There is nothing written down but some bullet notes. But other than that, I'm just speaking to you as I go along. Now, the next step is that the number 5 step that I want to mention to you guys. I will repeat the last part. Okay. The number 5 that I want to explain to you once again. The last part I want to speak to you once again is the release. This is major, people. I need you to release whatever it is that you are speaking about, whatever it is you're trying to manifest into the universe. Out. Let it go. Hey, I release it. I release it. I'm letting it go. And so it is. When you say this, you are actually putting a stamp on whatever it is that you are stating. Okay, so I release this to the universe. I release this to the supreme being. I release this to Jesus. Whatever it is you feel comfortable saying, I need you to say that and say, and so it is. Basically, you're saying, hey, look, I know there's a higher power. I know I'm connected with this higher power. This is what I'm manifesting in my life. I'm already thanking God for whatever it is I want. I am thankful because God already gave it to me. Okay. And it's just a matter of time before it just manifests in my physical life. But it's already given to me on a spiritual level because that is my divine right. Okay. And then I'm releasing this. Now I get a lot of questions from people. Good morning, Yvette. So true. Good morning. Okay. Now I get a lot of people stating, once you say a prayer, do you need to say it again? This is the answer to that, people. It's once you state a prayer and you let it go, that's all that's needed. But a lot of times, we as human beings, spiritual beings having a human experience, we tend to keep looking at it, keep focusing on it. That is why I tell you the next day or 2 days later, or however you feel comfortable, repeat it. Okay? Don't read it. Just speak from your heart, speak from your mind, but just know the steps and just repeat it and then let it go again and go on about your business. It's like repeating affirmations, okay? We repeat affirmations even though we know the universe already heard us, but we're putting that in our subconscious mind, making it an actual programmed thought in our mind and actually releasing that to the universe. The reason I say this because even though you are sending out a spiritual treatment, you're sending out an affirmative prayer, you still have things inside of you that's saying, you know, you broke. Your husband is saying, you know, we broke. We can't do this. And you need to repeat it often and keep putting it out there. And eventually it manifests. Now, I've seen people use affirmative prayer. Would you be saved? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. What it is that it's the prayer itself is going to go out. It's going to go out and eventually you might manifest. Now, I've seen people in the past that got results like that. I've seen people that got results within a week, within a month. I do coaching for people and we speak, and I've seen people get results like that. Okay. But it's all based on your belief and what you're doing. Again, I tell people during my coaching sessions, do not, absolutely do not start saying affirmations, visualizations, scripting, mirror work, and start doing all these things at once because it's almost like you really don't believe it's working and you're cramming all these things in there. I tell people, sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Go about your day, have fun. State what it is you're going to do, take action, and then when your time is need, you go out there and you take a walk. You go out there, have fun with your family. You enjoy life. And then all of a sudden, you're running to that right person that is going to help you along your way. You might bump into somebody at a restaurant while you're having fun, and that person might be the person that helped you. God works in mysterious ways. God works, yes. Gratitude, acknowledge God. Okay, you gotta, yeah. Most of it is basically right. The thing is that God works in mysterious ways, and it is very, very important, you guys, that you guys understand whatever it is you're trying to manifest can come in different ways. So that's why I tell people, do not state how things are going to come. You're not God. You're part of God, but the universe sees the whole picture. The universe sees what you're thinking and what 50 other people are thinking in your vicinity at the same time. And maybe it could connect different people together if you guys meet up at a certain place. You might just get in an accident and then become friends with the person that you got in an accident with, and that person might be the person that opens the doors for you. There is so many things that can happen to bring about whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Now, let's get back to this powerful prayer again, because I've been talking. I got a lot of messages, people wanting to repeat certain things. The first step is basically you stating it's not part of the steps, but the first thing I want you to do is state what it is you desire. Financial success, financial abundance, whatever, healing, love, whatever it is. Okay, perfect love, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you just make that statement because it's driving your prayer in a certain direction. So now once you state what it is that you actually want, you're going to go into acknowledgement. Okay, the perfect word is recognition. Okay, recognition, acknowledgement, they're the same. It's basically saying, I know that there's a God. The God that I serve is always present, all knowing, all creative, and that God is all that there is. There is no other God besides the God that I serve. Okay. The next step, number 2, after the recognition, will be, it's like unification. I'm using the specific words, but you can use whatever words you want to use. So the second step would be unification. That is saying God and I are one. The God that I serve is in everything, is part of everything. That God is inside of you. That God is inside of me. And we are all one. God and I are one. That makes us all connected because we all reside in God and God reside in us. So that's why it makes us all brothers and sisters. But at the same time, that puts the stamp on everything saying God and I are one. If I'm part of God and God is part of me, that means I can do wonderful things too. And it is my divine right as a queen, king, prince, princess from God that I was already blessed to be able to do these things. The next step after the unification is the declaration. The declaration is actually your affirmation of stating what it is that you want. Thank you, God, for blessing me with this brand new house, brand new car. I have my finances are great. I have enough money in the bank right now to do all the things that I want. I want to thank you, God, for being my source of everything that there is. So you're actually saying an affirmation, basically stating what it is you're trying to attract in your life. Again, use your own words because that's where the feelings, the emotions are going to come from. The more emotions, the more you are feeling this is when you are going to actually send that vibration, send that energy out there because it's coming from your heart. The next step is the gratitude. It's the thank you, God. And we call it Thanksgiving. So basically you're giving thanks to God for what he has already done. Again, this is because it's already done. In our mind, it's already done. Okay. And then the next step is the release. You're going to release whatever it is out there that you're saying to the universe. You're going to get up, you're going to walk out and enjoy your day. You're going to come back at another time, a week later, 2 days later, 3 days later, and you're going to do it again. Okay. And it's basically the best way of doing it. Now, I will add one more step that some people use, some people don't. After you use your declaration stating what it is that you want, stating what it is that you desire, that next step will be a denial. Okay. This is when you can come in and you can release whatever it is you feel is holding you back. I release whatever it is in me that is stopping me from receiving the abundance, receiving the blessings that is already mine by divine right. Whatever it is, I know I created it. And at this point, I release it to the universe and dissolve it. Dissolve it or dissipate it into the nothingness that it was before I created it. Okay. So after you state what you want, you can then do a denial and say, hey, look, I'm releasing whatever it is that's inside of me that is stopping me from getting where I want to be, getting what I want to have. Then you can go into the Thanksgiving saying, thank you, God, for blessing me. Thank you, God, for blessing me with my manifestation. Thank you for blessing me with the financial abundance. Thank you for blessing me with my loved one, with my health. Whatever it is, you can then follow it with Thanksgiving, and then you can release it to the universe. Listen, people, this is powerful. This is absolutely powerful. It is the only way that I pray. I don't pray another way. I will go to the Bible sometimes and use the Psalms for my prayers, the Our Father, the 23rd Psalm, the 121st Psalm. I will do that, and I love the Bible. But I just want to let you know, if you feel like you're not getting where you want to be, this is the type of prayer you need to try. It's affirmative prayer. You can look it up, but I'm telling you the parts. I'm telling you, thank you. Oh my God, someone just donated $9.99, and I appreciate it. What, Dolinky? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. It keeps me going. But this is very powerful. And like I said, now, let me just see what some of the questions are going on. Is please repeat the last part. I just did that. So true. Will this be saved? Yes, it is. If you go into my live videos, it'll be in my channel. You'll see it in the channel, and it'll be the last video that I did. Another thank you. This will be saved. Watching from South Africa. And hey, listen, Welcome, South Africa. Welcome. And then I have thank you. Very helpful. May God continue to bless you. I'm grateful to be here, Yvette. And thank you for spelling my name right. And all of you beautiful souls. If you were here, then you were almost there. Thank you. Again, Dolinki, thank you for donating and supporting my world of metaphysics. What's my Cash App? It's always there's a super chat. The super chat takes you right. You can do through the super chat, or you can always go in any of my videos and you'll see not the Cash App, you'll see the donation button. Oh my God, someone else donated. Julitsa Francis. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, you guys, when you guys donate, it actually helps me along the way. Like I said, this takes a lot of work, and I'm trying this live thing, and I love it because I'm actually talking to you guys, but you guys have to understand that there could be a little mistakes. Okay, but now ask for what you want. Do you ask, then give thanks, or just give thanks directly? Good morning, Queen. Listen, whenever you pray stating as if you already have it, okay? That's important. You pray as if you already have it. So you don't pray like I don't have, because you're coming from a point of lack, and it's bringing up emotions in you that are basically negative because you're focusing on something that is negative that you don't have. So you have to basically declare what it is that you want and state it as if you already have. This is no matter what type of prayer you're doing. A lot of people preach and they say, beg, or I'm not deserving, or any type of thing like that. And that is not the way to pray, you guys. It really isn't. You really need to state what it is that you desire. State as if it's already done, and give thanks to the God that dwells inside of you, the universe, for already blessing you with it. And then go about you guys know. Affirmative prayer is very, very powerful, you guys. If you are trying to manifest something in your life and you really, truly want to create something, try affirmative prayer. Again, state what it is you're praying about, okay? Second, acknowledge that there is a higher source. Then acknowledge that you and that source is together. State what it is you want as if it is already done. Okay, give thanks to the God that dwells inside of you that it is already done. Give thanks to God for being there for you, for giving you life and everything else. Then you want to release whatever it is to the universe and let it go. Again, there is another step that's called denial, and you can actually put that in right between after the declaration and right before right after the declaration, right before the Thanksgiving. And that is telling you you're releasing, or you're denying anything in you that may be part of your subconscious mind that could be absolutely stopping you from getting where you need to go. Affirmative prayer is powerful, people. I've been using it, and that's the only way I pray. And I just want to make sure you guys understand there is a prayer out there that's a little different from what you've been taught, but will show great results, fast results, and change your life. I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. If you want to follow me, you can follow me at myworldofmetaphysics.com, where you can get one-on-one coaching with me. Thank you, everybody that has already signed up and received coaching and Tarot readings. And if you want to buy crystals or oils or candles or anything like that, you can go to store.myworldofmetaphysics, where you can buy those things. Everything is basically shipped within the United States, to the United States only at this time. And I just want to say thank you for supporting me. And how do we donate? Again, I'll put a link in this video, but if you go back to any of my videos, you will see the link there. Okay. And again, thank you. And thanks for supporting my world of metaphysics. I'll see you soon. Namaste.